Welcome to Patriot Mining Claims. In this video, we're crushing 10 pounds of ore from the Royal Sovereign No. 2 mine. First, we'll run it through the jaw crusher. From there, the material drops down through this funnel and into the chain mill. The chain mill is connected to a vacuum, which pulls out the fine particles while leaving the heaviest material behind in the bucket. Let's get started. The material has now been crushed down into a fine powder and is ready to run in the sluice box. We're going to run the material through a sluice box made by the creators of Dream Mat. The sluice box is set at the recommended angle, with a 2-inch drop per foot. All that's left is to make sure it's level, and we're ready to go. The next step is to wet the material, making sure there's no dry material that could float on the surface and wash out of the sluice box. Now that the material is wet, we'll give it a good mix, and then we'll be ready to go. Now that we've got the water flowing and adjusted to the speed we like, we'll add a rinse aid, or jet dry, to prevent fine gold from floating on the surface. Next, we'll run a brush up and down the Dream Mat in the sluice box to make sure none of the cells have air bubbles that could prevent them from catching gold. Now the sluice box is fully set up and ready to run the material. You might notice the small black screen we installed. Its purpose is to break down clumps of material before they run down the sluice box, ensuring the gold is freed and captured properly. Now that we've run all the material, it's time to remove the upper mat and see what we've got. Here's what we recovered from the upper mat, which runs the microcells. There isn't a lot of material collected here, and that's exactly what we want to see. Now let's pan it out and see how much gold was recovered in the upper mat. After that, we'll move on to the lower mat. Here's the gold from the upper mat. Not looking too bad. Now let's take a look at the material caught by the lower mat, which uses the microcells, Mini and Cape D design. After panning it out, you can see there's much less gold caught in the lower mat. The upper mat captured the majority of it. And here's the final product, all the gold from both mats, cleaned up. We'll dry the gold in a pan on the stove and then weigh it up. So here's the final weigh-in, 0.08 grams from 10 pounds of ore. That works out to about 0.51 ounces per ton. If you're interested in the Royal Sovereign No. 2 mine, visit patriotminingclaims.com for more information. Thanks for watching.